Hey Tribe, welcome back. So today's topic is called The Mysterious, and this topic was voted for by patrons, so this reading will be extended. There was someone asking me in the comments on one other video if that video was extended. Anytime there is an extension to the reading, I always say it in a video. And the rest of them are not. Okay, so just a selective few. The ones that I feel I want to extend, or the ones that I feel could be beneficial for both Patreon tribe and YouTube people. So I don't have any objects here today. I want you to choose intuitively. We are starting with only one card from the Haunted House Tarot, and choose your piles. I'll see you in timestamps. Hey, pile number one. So something to keep in mind with mysterious readings. Usually I'm being shown a specific scenario. If that doesn't ring a bell or it does not resonate with you at this time of your life, I wouldn't suggest continuing listening to this video. Let's start. Let's look at what card we have for you here today. In case you skip the intro, this video will be extended on Patreon, and this is the Haunted House Tarot. You have the Hierophant here. Let me tap into this a bit more. What I'm seeing, your cards want to talk about the way you used to see religion or spirituality and the way you see it now. Specifically, I'm getting a scenario where someone was pushed to go to a church or believe something that deep down they felt was slightly off or wasn't matching up to what their soul was telling them. I'm being shown that the changes that you have made about your belief system, I'm seeing your eyes opening. I'm not seeing you so rigid in your beliefs. I'm not seeing you so black and white when it comes to what you believe in. I'm seeing expansion. And what's coming through here with this card in particular, I'm hearing do not feel guilty for not going by what was pushed upon you, shoved. I'm seeing someone shoving something into someone's mouth. This is just a representation visual sometimes that I get to get the message across. There was something shoved into you that you didn't want to believe in. You didn't feel that that was right when you were grown up, or maybe when you were younger. It doesn't have to be that you were a child, but in the old days, I'm getting. And your belief system is expanding, your cards are saying. Allow yourself to dabble into different either religions, different wisdoms. I'm seeing tribes in my vision now, and I'm seeing every tribe has almost like a color, and every color represents the power and the wisdom and the experiences. So some of you may want to expand on that. Some of you may want to pick up an old book or ask someone from your family, an older person, how they used to do things in the old days. It feels like you want to go back to the past to see what was done in order for you to be more aware, to almost like have a contrast, for you to be able to evaluate what was left in the past and what's here now. It's like you're looking for yourself. You're looking for almost like a tool to your toolbox that's missing, and somehow it's connected to spirituality, or that's connected to overall your belief system. I'm hearing someone questioning themselves. Do I feel like this is right to do? Do I feel like that is beneficial for me as a human? Do I feel like that sentence sits right with me? Do I feel like this belief system is helpful, or does it expand or grow me in any way? Do I have any guilt connected to the past? Do I have any guilt connected? I'm seeing someone growing up in a family where something was considered as bad. And this could be, for example, I don't know, having sex before marriage, right? And it's just an example. You'll know what it is for you if this is your pile. And I'm seeing someone carrying that guilt with themselves, even though they grew up and they realize now that they look at this slightly differently. They know who they are, but there is still guilt in their system that your card wants you to look at, to acknowledge, and to purge it out of your system. I'm hearing you don't need to carry that guilt with you anymore. That guilt doesn't belong to a present moment. It belongs to the past. Let's leave it in the past. Whatever negative, bad, however you want to call it, experiences you had with people pushing you to do certain things, if you haven't processed that yet, process it first. And then I'm seeing a door open, and through that door, this very cold wind comes in. And it feels like that cold wind still has access to you. And that door leads to the past. Your cards are saying, let's close that door. But let's take time to process, right? It's important to process this. What feelings am I carrying? Is it still in my system? Does it still affect me right now in my life? Does it affect my relationships? Does it affect the way I value myself? Also, something that I would want to say here for group number one. This is not for all of you again. I'm seeing someone's past life. And I'm seeing that someone in one of their past lives were involved in a group that very quickly turned into cult, or they were very prone cult, if that makes sense. And at one point they realized that they're stuck in this group that they don't want to be a part of anymore, because they started realizing how many red flags there are. So maybe you witnessed something like that in this lifetime. You were very excited to join a group. You were excited to, I don't know, look up to someone online or in real life. And then suddenly you realize, damn, like, I don't feel like whatever is going on is healthy or it's helpful. I feel like it's trapping people, or in some way it's keeping people bound. For some of you, you just went through this realization. This is just your confirmation. Okay? I'm also seeing here there is no need for you to feel like you have to attach your belief system to any word, label, place if you don't want to. And I'm also seeing here, I'm seeing someone who is almost like pushing their belief system upon someone else. And that's not healthy. Each of us, I'm hearing, we're going to find our ways. Each of us are very unique beings. Each of us have to go through certain experiences. And if someone doesn't want to be a part of something, they don't have to. It's not about you are wrong, I am right. It's much more complex than that, this card is saying. Maybe you witnessed something like that in your life recently. Let's see. Let's pull one more card, or maybe two. Let's see if there's anything else. Two of Swords and Three of Cups. Let's look at the bottom of the deck. We have the King of Wands. If you had the feeling recently that, okay, there was a scenario I'm being shown. Someone tells you, or someone appears that they want to help you. But you intuitively feel like you do not want to be helped by that person, and that's okay. Listen to your intuition. If you crossed paths with someone who feels overly friendly to the point where you're like, okay, this is not real you. Like, you feel awkward around them. They might be too jolly. They might be too in your space, if you know what I mean. They might not know you so well to be offering you personal help to that level. Your cards are saying it's okay to say no. There is no reason to accept something from someone if you don't want to. There is no need to please the other person and put yourself under a train, because then you're gonna feel emotionally bad about it, almost as if you have betrayed yourself, or you haven't listened to your gut, and then you're like, damn, my gut is correct at all times. There is that person who I'm seeing here in a picture who comes across the image, right? The facade is very colorful, very nice looking, but it's almost like it's a trick. It's a trick. So that's something to watch out for. Overall, your gut knows. Listen to your gut. If someone makes you feel uneasy, trust your gut. Trust your gut. This could be someone in your friend circle, a friend of a friend, someone who wants to be closer to you in general. I'm hearing to reel you in. It doesn't matter what kind of connection you have with this person. It could be through work. It could be, I don't know, someone who is a teacher or a tutor or a mentor of some sorts. But your cards are saying listen to your gut, okay? This is a very interesting reading, pile number one. I'm going to extend this on Patreon. We'll see what else we got here. I hope this was helpful. And thank you for passing by, my channel. If you need extra content, find me on Patreon. And if you need relationship readings, I have a second channel. Go to the description box, you'll find everything there. I'll see you in the next one. Hello tribe, pile number two. Before we start, I'd like to update you that I'm currently open for mini readings in case you don't get my notifications, or if you're new to this channel, I do this once a month. And one question is $21.21. This is for those who need quick answers, and delivery date is 3rd of March if you're watching this reading when it's posted. So we can just go back to my last video that I posted and you're going to see that there, okay? Everything that you need to know. Let's go. Group number two, what we got here. I don't want too many cards here today. Let me tap in. By the way, if anyone is wondering, this is the Haunted House Tarot. All right. Group number two, what your cards want to talk about is a restart in your love life. In general, I don't want to say that this is connected to romantic relationships only. I feel like your cards want to talk about what's going to be happening in the future and what you may expect. Specifically, what I'm picking up, a new friendship is arriving. Or if you had any issues with your friend in the past, or whoever you consider your friend can be a lover, your friend can be your mom, dad. If you had any issues and you wanted to resolve any misunderstandings, or if you had arguments, your cards are saying that relationship is progressing in the future. When we're looking at this water, it feels like cleansing. Anything that needs to go, it's being washed away. For some of you who feel like you are ready for a relationship, for a romantic relationship, or if you ended a very difficult relationship and you are opening up for a new one, this is a hint that a new relationship is on the horizon. And for a lot of you, your intuition was telling you that already. Someone is coming my way, I don't know who, I don't know when. With the moon card, with the moon over here in the card, you were getting intuitive hints already. Specifically, what I'm getting here, just before you're going to meet this person, or before resolving a conflict or an argument you had with someone in your past. So knowing which scenario you stand here, because I'm picking up two. I feel like what you're going to want to do is to take care of yourself better. Specifically, what I'm getting here, someone focusing on their skincare. I don't know why this is coming through, but that's something that is coming through. Hydration, drinking more water than before. Skincare is not about just putting cream on your face. It's much more. And I feel like you may even see your skin cleansing. Your skin is being purified. Somehow this is connected to the event that's waiting for you around the corner. Now, if I had to guess, it's almost as if you're getting rid of residual energy, anything that may still be in your system, in your energy body as well as your physical body, when it comes to past relationships or difficulties in the last relationships that you still were carrying with yourself. This next phase is a new phase. It's a cleansed phase. You're starting with no baggage. We all have our baggages, but what I mean by that, you're not bringing that baggage or emotional baggage to this new relationship. You feel like you're going to approach this friendship or relationship completely with a new set of eyes. You don't have an old filter. And that old filter is a representation of what you witnessed before. And sometimes that filter can distort the vision that we see, the vision of the other people that we see, the other people that we meet. And I also want to say, once you meet this person, you won't have expectations. You won't be very focused on micromanaging the situation. You're going to be very open. You're going to be lightweight. I'm also picking up lightweight. So again, either this is to do with your energy or with your physical body. You overall feel happier because someone has went through a really difficult period of time. Some of you went through a divorce. Some of you went through a separation of a really long relationship. Others of you were involved in a situationship that has taken a lot or required a lot of your energy. And I'm seeing wasted energy. Someone was investing so much into it and not receiving much back. And this new connection, what I'm seeing here, is going to be worth it. But at first, you're not going to notice. You're not going to know where this is going to lead you. You're going to approach this person in a very grounded manner. You won't overthink where this connection will lead you, where this friendship will lead you. You're just going to enjoy each other's company one day at a time without micromanaging it too much. And I think just being in the presence of it all is what's going to bring you a lot of happiness. And when I looked at the time on my phone, from the beginning of pile number 2, it was 0555. So Some of you may see at that time, or you already see, or you saw repeating numbers. I keep getting around the time or just prior you meeting this person, your complexion, your skin cleanses, or you just want to focus a little bit more on improving your skin, nurturing your skin, hydrating your skin. So some of you will focus a bit more on your health. Some of you will focus more on what kind of beauty products you choose, what cosmetics you choose. But I keep getting it has to go hand in hand with your diet if you want optimal results. Let's see, let's pull a couple of more cards. Group number 2. What do we need to talk about here? A very pure connection is just coming into your life. Some of you have met this person recently. Look, that's your past. Yeah, I told you you went through a really difficult period of time in your personal lives. Maybe you felt like your life was turned upside down completely. And you're starting over and you're starting fresh. Some of you still have your guards up. But I feel like once you meet this person, they're going to make you feel very safe in their presence. And that's when you slowly will start opening your heart up again. And that heart's closed because of something that you have gone through in the past. So some of you will still have fears at first, but I feel like just being in the presence of this person or just chatting to them, getting to know them will allow you to open up more. Bottom of a deck, by the way, we have a sun card. With these sunflowers, I'm getting forgiveness. Some of you, and she's looking at the past, right? She's looking towards that tower over here. Forgiveness will have to take place for what was done or what was happening in the past, or for yourself, in order for you to feel like you're refreshed. You don't carry anything with you that does need to be carried into a new relationship. You have a clear mind, you have a clear vision. You don't judge this new relationship for what you witnessed in the past. You don't expect this new person to do something that was done in the past by someone else. You know that they don't deserve it, they don't deserve this energy, and therefore you're going to have to take time to just be still, be with yourself, and to do a bit of maybe either healing or cleansing or reflection. It doesn't have to be such intense work. Just acknowledging some things may be the first step, okay? It feels like whoever this person is, you're gonna have a lot of similarities to the point where even little things match up. It may be weird. You may say, hey, it can be simple things like, I really love dark colors in interior. And they go, damn, me too. And then you pull out your, I don't know, your Instagram accounts and you show each other saved interiors, right? Pictures of saved interiors. It could be the way you tend to style your hair. It's similar. Maybe if you part your hair to the left, this other person parts their hair to the left too. Like little things like that, that you're gonna start noticing over time, how many similarities you both have. By the way, with the Queen of Swords here, I feel like this relationship is going to help expand your knowledge on something. Both of you are very wise individuals. And it feels like you're joining that wisdom that I carry, wisdom that they carry. We put it together. It's quite an intellectual connection that I'm seeing here. Maybe you guys tend to be turned on by someone's mind, and that's how it starts. You start discussing topics, and you see that there is no end to your conversation. It's always interesting to chat to this person. You can discuss any topic. I'm going to extend this reading on Patreon if you want to join me there. Thank you for passing by. If you need relationship readings, I have a second channel based on that. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now. Hello Tribe Pile 3. Before we start, I'd like to say that I'm currently open for mini readings. If you're new to my channel, I open for mini readings, which is one question for $21.21 once a month. And if you're watching this video at the time of posting it, the delivery date for those readings is going to be the 3rd of March. If you are in need of one, head down to the description box to my website and you'll find it there. Let's go. Group number 3. Let's see what needs to be talked about here. By the way, in case anyone will be wondering, this is the Haunted House Tarot. Okay, this reading is going to be about a situation where someone was deceived. And I'm gonna be quite specific here, so if it doesn't ring a bell, please don't push this reading to suit you. I'm being shown a situation where someone thought that they had a really good friend, and that friend will have their back at all costs, but that person has betrayed them. Now, I'm referring to a friend, but it doesn't have to be, your relationship don't have to be just a friendship. It could have been someone who you thought was a friend, like your partner, or maybe your family member, and then that friendship was destroyed by someone's actions. Now, if you have gone through this is your reading, especially recently. Some of you have a feeling that someone is not trustworthy in your circle, regardless of what kind of relationship this is. I'm being shown a person who just pretends, they go with where the majority goes, and they really don't know themselves so well because they don't have a strong opinion about something. And they don't have a strong opinion about something, they can't back it up because they don't know themselves that well. They don't know where they stand. Therefore, they go where the majority goes. Maybe they don't. If they knew themselves, they wouldn't go that way. I hope I'm making sense here. And whoever this person is, it seems like they have issues with themselves because they're trying to be so nice to everyone that at the end of the day, they end up betraying some people because they cannot please everyone. Say, if they were having a coffee with one coworker who doesn't like person B, for example. You're talking to person A who doesn't like person B, but that person is, or you, I don't know, maybe I'm talking about you, is friends with both. And because they are not that picky, they just go with the flow. They just listen to person B talk shite about person A, and they cannot have this person A's back because, to be honest, they're not really that close to any of them. They just want to fit in. So at the end of the day, they're no one's friend. No one's true friend. And I keep getting this message. Know who you are. Know who you are so that you can choose who you want to spend time with more wisely. You then understand what kind of relationship you want so that you know where you're going in life because you're making decisions for yourself. and you're not trying to people please or just fit in for the sake of fitting in. And how I started this reading, I was picking up that someone is betrayed, and I'm not getting that this is intentional. I'm getting someone doesn't know themselves or cannot stand up for what they believe in because they have lack of self-confidence, and then that's why they end up betraying the other person without really intending to do so. Take that example of having a conversation over a coffee with someone who shits on person A, and they don't want any arguments at all, so they just go with it. They just like listen, but they don't back person A up. Or they don't question person B because they don't want them to feel uncomfortable or for them to think that they aren't supportive. So what this reading wants to talk about is strength of character. Someone needs to strengthen their character to get to know themselves more. And I think why this is because someone, when they were growing up, they had a parent or both parents or parent figure who was making majority of decisions for them. And when they grew up, it was really, or it is very difficult to make decisions for themselves. They had an overprotective or overcaring parent, and it backfired. And now it's difficult to make decisions, or now it's difficult to stand up for yourself because this child didn't have to do that. This child didn't have a chance to be independent, didn't have a chance to think for themselves that much. And someone is trying to find their way back to themselves now, to figure out, who am I truly? Who am I as an individual? What do I truly like? Because maybe some of them were told what they're going to do, were told what they have to study, were told what hobby they're going to have. So I'm seeing someone is rediscovering themselves, their true essence, their colors, in group number 3. Let's pull a couple of more cards. In group number 3, what does this reading want to talk about? Bottom of the deck. Okay. We're going to talk about family. This is either your future family, but we're also going to be touching on the family that you grew up in. Your cards are saying, if you didn't have a good family, I'm going to rephrase this. A healthy image of a family. When you are growing up, it doesn't mean that this has to carry onto your life. If you saw, for example, abuse, or if you saw manipulation, mistreatment, constant, when you are growing up, you can change the narrative and have a very well-balanced, strong family that you want. Yes, this may require healing, therapy, whatever it is that you feel needs to be done in order to overcome some of the thoughts that you may have, some of the programs that were instilled in you. We are reinstalling the system. But you're going to have a beautiful family. Do not second doubt yourself. Yes, it will require work, but you can get there. The family that you're truly proud of. You're also going to be, I'm being shown here, financially secure and wealthy. If you witnessed lack of finances or poverty when you were growing up, it doesn't have to be your reality for the rest of your life. As long as you acknowledge what it is that needs to be tweaked or done better, or a habit that doesn't help you to gain financial freedom or financial wealth, you'll get there. It's like I'm seeing unlocking the code. I just need to realize or understand that I don't have to carry on into my future life what I saw before. It doesn't have to repeat itself. Some of you have done ancestral healing and you're changing the narrative. So I wouldn't be surprised if, for example, you come from the family where you witnessed your parents, your grandparents, your grandparents having really bad marriages or bad relationships in general, and you're the one who's completely switching the script. Or you're the one who witnessed very poor life, and your families and your generations too, majority of them. And you're the one who changes things around. But it's through understanding and shadow work, I feel like, that you are doing so. You are not afraid to look at the darkness that maybe some people didn't want to look at, to understand why it was continuing that way. It's quite a deep reading. I'm going to extend this on Patreon. I hope that this made sense, group number 3. If you want an extended, all the links are down below. You can find me there. And if you need relationship readings, I have a second channel purely based on that. I hope you have a great week. Until the next time.